Okay, so today I'm going to talk about Confucius, who I'm sure a lot of you have heard his name, but I don't know if you know exactly much information about him, so I'll just talk about him real quick. He was an ancient philosopher, politician, and socialist. He was real influential in the history of China, and he was also a teacher, and that was one of his biggest areas. He was born in 551 BC in the Lu State, and if you look on the map there, it's the orange area. His teachings focused on the social interactions and philosophy of people and how they should get along and interact with one another and really, work together to create a great society. And his teachings were so influential and so moving to the people of China that they became actual philosophy called Confucianism, which was the imperial philosophy of China. So if you don't know what he looks like, those are two pictures. Obviously the one on the left there is an ancient drawing of him, and then on the right is a sculpture. So his childhood, there's kind of some discretion here with exactly what happened in his childhood. They weren't sure if he was born poor or in a prosperous family. There wasn't much documentation there. But for the most part, they said it was a poor family. So that's kind of what I included in this presentation. He had kind of poor jobs, laborious jobs that were hard on him. But as he grew up and matured, he became more interested in the culture and the social aspects of things. So, as I said, as he grew up, he became more interested in the teaching and whatnot, and about age 30, that's when he became a teacher in China. Throughout his teaching, he gathered many students and followers just by what he taught and his ideals. In 498 BC, he decided to travel across China and really spread his beliefs across the country, not just in his home area of the Lu State. And this, again, gained many of his followers, and he finally founded the Confucian school. So really his philosophy, it was a set of beliefs, and even though it's called a philosophy, a lot of people view it as a religion. And embodies his teaching. As I said, it was really influential in China, but spread to other countries such as Vietnam, Japan, and Korea. There's not like a specific book of teachings that he wrote or organized, but over time they were kind of documented. And they were more geared towards the ruler so they could have an influence on the people. Virtue is a big part of his teachings, and it involved honesty, loyalty, respect, truthfulness. The golden rule was originated in this philosophy, which is pretty much don't treat others like you wouldn't want to be treated. And that's something we grew up in America learning at a young age, so he was actually kind of the founder of that golden rule. And much like other big figures such as Gandhi and Martin Luther King, he opposed war and believed in peace. Another big aspect of his teachings was the relationship aspect. There's 5 main ones: husband and wife, friend to friend, ruler and subject, elders and young folk, and then parents and children. And parents and children was the most important one. I remember Chin Lasher talked about a specific phrase that was used in China. I don't exactly remember what it was, but I knew she said it was really important in the language and referred to the relationship between parents and children. So that was a big focal point for him. This is a statue of Confucius that's in Beijing, more specifically in the Tiananmen Square. It's controversial because this area is a hologram for politicians and the political scene, and Mao Zedong's rule, and he has that communist rule in the area. However, Confucius was much more free-spirited and really believed in self-governing and harmonizing, and so that was a little discretion there. And then doing my research, I really liked this quote that he said. I knew he had a lot of famous ones, but this is probably my favorite. Everything has beauty, but not everyone sees it. So just look past a lot of things and realize the inner beauty of everything.